Welcome to Unit 2, Lesson 4, Cells, by Nitish and Ashwin.
So first we will talk about what are cells. It's a part of lesson where we learn about cells, what cells are, and how cells affect organisms. Then we can talk about prokaryotic cells. This is a part of lesson. We learn about prokaryotic cells and prokaryotes, and we give example of each. Then we can talk about eukaryotic cells. This is a part of lesson where we learn about what eukaryotic cells and eukaryotes are and examples of each.
For the lesson, you will learn about cells.
So what are cells? Cells are the backbone of human life. There are many cells in a body, trillions of cells. So cells have many parts to it, and each part serve a different function, which makes cells function.
In total, there are three types of main cells: human cells, animal cells, and plant cells. The first image shows a picture of human cells. The second image shows parts of an animal cell. In the animal cells, there are many components of a cell, such as centrioles, Golgi apparatuses, lysosomes, ribosomes, etc.
Now we'll talk about the function of cells. Cells have organelles, which is a structure that helps the cell perform functions. Like animals have organs. These organelles each have different functions. Cells provide six main key functions. They provide structure and support, facilitate growth through reproduction and division, allow passive and active transport, produce energy, and aid in reproduction.
For our lesson, you will learn about prokaryotic cells and prokaryotes.
So basically, prokaryotic cells are single-celled organisms. So prokaryotic cells comprise of bacteria and archaea. We will learn about this in a future video. Their genetic material isn't stored within a membrane, which is a liquid protection around the organelle-bound nucleus, which is the brain of the cell. Instead, it's stored in a nucleoid that floats in the cell cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is like glue which floats around the cell. So prokaryotic cells are normally smaller than eukaryotic cells.
Bacteria is a single-celled organism that lacks a nuclear membrane and enclosed nucleus. These organisms are not visible to the eye and need a microscope to view them. Examples of prokaryotes are bacteria and viruses. Here is a prokaryote image.
Now we're going to talk about what are eukaryotic cells and eukaryotes. This is a part of lesson where we learn about eukaryotic cells and eukaryotes.
A eukaryotic cell contains membrane organelles, such as a nucleus, mitochondria, and an endoplasmic reticulum. Organisms that have this cell include protozoa, fungi, plants, and animals. Eukaryotic cells may have many different types of organelles within it, while prokaryotic cells only have some. This is an example of a eukaryotic cell.
The eukaryote is a single cell, any single cell or organelle that possesses a clearly defined nucleus. The eukaryotic cell has a nuclear membrane that surrounds the nucleus, in which the well-defined chromosomes, bodies containing the hereditary material, are located. Examples of eukaryotes are humans, animals, plants, and anything that is multi-celled.
Homework of this lesson is to finish up the Google Forms quiz found on the website to get a better understanding of this lesson. Thank you, and see you next time.